The ways in which we travel have changed a lot over the last few centuries. Transport has become faster, easier and sometimes cheaper. But the developments in technology have not always been good for the environment. Transportation plays a central role in economic and social development. It is used to move passengers and goods efficiently to a variety of locations. However, the irrational use of transport causes serious damage to the ecology every year. Emissions of carbon dioxide were rising by about 1% per year over the past 10 years because of passenger road vehicles growth. With transportation being restricted within and between countries after the COVID-19 pandemic, global CO2 emissions decreased by 17% on average. The impact of traffic on the environment can be dramatic and lead to cruel consequences. How transportation affects the environment. Traffic congestion, lack of reliable and safe public transport, traffic accidents, air and noise pollution, climate change and energy consumption are some of the problems facing by megacities' current transport systems. More than any other sector, transport is experiencing rapid growth in energy demand and carbon emissions. First issues is the emissions from vehicles reduce air quality. Toxic air pollutants are a major cause of increases in asthma hospitalizations, cancer, heart disease, respiratory and neurological diseases, with impacts on traffic and the environment. Not only in developed countries, transport in developing countries is also a significant cause of air pollution. The rapid growing number of motorized vehicles has occurred with no actual limits, has rapidly turning into an environmental crisis. The transport sector accounts for a much larger share of global oil consumption than it does of global energy consumption. Second issue is global warming. It leads to climate change. Climate change is the increased levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide produced by the use of fossil fuels, which has a very bad impact on natural environment of human life. Climate change is one of the great challenges of current society. In the last decades, there has more evidence shows the emission of GHG contributes to the effect of global warming. The activities of the transport industry release millions of tons of pollutants each year into the atmosphere. Concentrations of carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide from combustion of fuels in vehicles are the main producers of GHG. According to Rodriguez, 2022, the activities of the transportation sector release millions of tons of GHG into the atmosphere each year, accounting for 25 to 30% of all GHG emissions. Third problem faced is noise pollution. The World Health Organization, WHO, defines noise above 65 decibel, which is irregular and chaotic sounds, as noise pollution. Long-term exposure to noise levels above 75 decibel can damage hearing and affect physical and mental health. Noise generated by the movement of transport vehicles and the operation of ports, airports and rail yards can affect human health by increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease. Environmental noise is a common result of road traffic in urban areas and is the cumulative result of all the noise produced by vehicles ranging from 45 to 65 decibels, harming quality of life and property values. For example, a car horn produces 90 decibels and a bus produces 100 decibels, or a single aircraft produces 130 decibels. To reduce the effect of transportation, what we can do is, 1. Walk or bike. These obvious choices are the best way to reduce pollution as they produce no emissions. They are more than just recreational activities. Use the bike share programs if your city or town has them. These options help reduce greenhouse gas emissions, traffic congestion and our need for oil. Other benefits include the reduction of other environmental impacts such as noise pollution and destruction of open space and other natural habitats. 2. Use public transport. Avoid using private vehicle extensively. Try to use public transportation whenever possible. A huge number of people can be transported in a single vehicle through public transportation. Furthermore, they are inexpensive and widely available. While the government encourages public transportation, it is hoped that adequate green transportation measures would be implemented. 3. Keep your car in top condition. Cars are built to be as efficient as possible, but time, distance, weather, and a variety of other factors can all reduce efficiency. Routine maintenance and upkeep can reduce fuel use and pollutants released. Also, go easy on the gas pedal and brakes. 4. Drive a more fuel-efficient car or electric car. Look for fuel-efficient cars with low greenhouse gas emissions while looking for a new car. These vehicles may benefit the environment while saving your money on fuel costs. Electric vehicles have a low-carbon alternative to gasoline-powered vehicles, could reduce your carbon footprint as it has less polluting. 5. Change the way we live and rethink. All solutions to traffic pollution ultimately depend on humans. It is worth mentioning that most of the solutions listed will only work if there is a fundamental shift in thinking. We must move to smaller, more fuel-efficient vehicles. We also need to adapt to more people using public transport. We could also move closer to our place of working. In order to use these strategies, we must change our way of life. As a goal, we may develop urban areas that bring together people, businesses, structures, and public spaces, with good access to the rest of the city via transit and simple access for walking and bicycling between them. Thus, reduce rely on transportation. Thank you for watching.